Is this a tool? Or
Yes.
Can I push it?
Yeah, that's a kind of an important part of the thing. But
Where's the mic?
the mic for the mic we use this.
Okay, perfect. I think
You want to sit down?
it's over here.
Are you doing the food transcription?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. The other thing is hard anyway, just
Yeah.
to do random positions.
If you do something half, that's what we get told. I will bring you other computer, but Maria needs to see Netflix.
Bird now.
No, no problem.
Okay.
I'm totally aware.
Yeah. Because I still have to see the term here.
Yeah. I'm gonna start when they come late.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Very good number.
So 13 points.
Elias Kritikos. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And Jakobowitz. We can do Swedish and Norwegian if
Let's
you
do
like.
a Norwegian job.
Okay, sure. It's practical choice.
So has it been posted like the Norwegian Federation side? I don't really know. Yeah, that would be good because then I'll probably love it. So,
I will work on having a lot of euros.
yeah, good stuff.
I will every now and then come back to check with you. Okay.
Perfect.
But
Thanks.
I stay busy outside.
Thanks, Spencer.
Oh, the door slammed. Yeah.
What did you mention?
New transcription. Det spiller til højre. Hvide bunden, sort for oven. Yes. Godt. So this is the mic.
That is not from Norway.
Oh. But it's not live. New
Okay, they're both at the table now.
description. No. Chop chop. Yeah. It looks like they're about to begin this match between Elias Kritikos and Jakobowitz. In the beginning, it's always interesting to guess who's the favorite, and I have absolutely no idea.
It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit, connection seems a bit off. Like it's not very fluent in the way of the motion of the picture.
Now we're getting 10 frames per second.
Yeah.
But we'll get it.
So this is the round of 16, I believe we are down to.
You're right, yeah.
And both players are very strong players. Elias Kritikos from Norway, very, very strong player, doing well on the backgammon scene. And I played him a lot on backgammon Galaxy, and he's playing really well. The same with Jakobowitz, very strong player from Germany, playing for many, many years, and very a lot of routine, you can say.
Yeah, not rude.
Not rude.
A lot of routine. He's experienced. He's been playing for at least 20 or 25 years. I've seen him like once. Okay, we got a development.
Yeah, we have a fan, so maybe we'll consider moving here. He has pretty good position, and he has like indirect shots on your roll of 5.
Oh, they both rolled up 5.
Was it a cube?
Yes, so it's a small cube.
A small cube.
And now it's most likely it's good.
Yeah, he also rolled on, so he's going for the on-double cannon. And it's pretty straightforward now. He just needs to, close out Elias if possible, and bail them off safely.
Oh, interesting.
The
switch.
Either switch or the loose hit. You definitely need to hit right. You don't want him to anchor up. Making the loose hit.
The loose hit. And a return shot, a double 5. They're playing very, very fast.
Yeah, they are.
I'm surprised because I was actually thinking this would be the slowest players in the field at the moment.
Well, right now, I mean, it's pretty easy for Elias to play it. and also for Jan, so maybe that's why it's a bit speedy right now. So he made the point shift again, Jan, and now he needs to bring down a check, I think, just so he has a little more in the zone, able to get on the 6s. If Elias should enter. I think I would play this one. Yeah, you don't want to make double 5 really bad. It's really bad, actually.
It's really like chop chop. We get 10 frames per second here, but we'll catch it.
Yeah, Karsten is doing the transcription while commentating. Okay, he managed to hang up. So now he still has a little chance, but you know, the cube is still active, of course. So in case he comes in and Jan still has a few checkers that he needs to bring around, then he might consider cubing. But right now it's still 2. There we go. So now maybe he should consider.
This
and he does. And he does.
He does?
Consider.
Yeah, and he does. Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not an easy. It's not nice to take one of these cubes because you lose a lot of gammons. You don't have any. I mean, Elias hasn't really developed anything on his side. He has, of course, a little outside structure, but inside doesn't have any board or anything. So it's pretty dangerous for him just to hit loose, if he even gets the chance to hit loose.
The question is, how many games does he win?
Yeah, that's a good question. He probably wins more than you. If there was no gammon losses, it would probably be a take.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. He wins around 35%.
Maybe 30, 35. Yeah.
Yeah. A third of the game.
But he probably also loses. That's a lose 30. The same maybe in the gammon.
You're close.
Yeah,
you're close.
Yeah. You have the.
Yes, I have the result here, and he wins 1/3 of the games, Elias, and he loses around 20-25% gammons. But he got some recube value, and at the score 0-0, it's not that of a cost to take a cube. Even if it's wrong, it's not that expensive.
That's a good take, Elias.
Very strong take.
He took his time thinking about it and made the right decision.
And now
you can make a 7 point.
Now he got a tiptoe on the landmines. He should make the 7 for sure. Why didn't he do that? He's afraid of the fly shots.
Yeah, he probably is.
Okay.
He's still considering.
Oh, he hasn't hit the clock yet. Okay. The right idea here is to prime white. You need to prime.
You give. What do you give? You give 5-4 basically. That's the only one you give. Oh no, 5-5.
It's 4 numbers.
5-4 and 5-5.
It's 4 numbers. 5-5. Oh, and not 5-6. Okay. So we made the ball.
I think here you just need to put 1 down on the 8. You want to keep the extra spare checkers you have on the high point, so you don't destroy your board eventually if you get hit again and again. 6-4.
I think you should avoid too many fly shots here. I would make the 13 and play to the 10.
Yeah, I think.
And hope he didn't jump. And the computer says it's second best. The best is to move the 2 checkers from 19 point and have outfield control.
Yeah.
I would never find that over the board.
I was thinking about it, but it looks, it's 2 blots. It's still only those, what was it? 5. No, it's more numbers, of course. So it's 4-5, 4-6. Four numbers, right? 6-3 also. Yeah, 6 numbers.
If it jumps, it's 4 hitting numbers and 6-4. That's 6 numbers hitting, and you can still lose a gammon after the big set.
But you block double 4, you get massive shots on like 4-1, 6-2, 6-1, 4-2, 4-3. So, but you pay a little on the high numbers.
This is a good time for Elias to stop and count numbers. He played the safe.
Okay, 3-1. So now it's a little more interesting for Elias to go down and hit, because now he actually has some bad entries. Some like could have like fours that are not so good.
6-1. That's a clear hit.
That must be a clear hit, yeah. And that's a 7, I imagine.
Yes. It's close, but the hit is mandatory. Now white is not on the edge of a prime. He needs to roll something to come to the edge of a prime. So he needs to do two things to skip the prime.
He doesn't really have any real bad entries right now, but he can still, if he comes in with something where he has to bring the last check in the 4 point down to maybe 2 point, then next time he'll have awkward numbers.
It's the trade-off here. He can choose between winning more games and losing more gammons, or winning fewer games and play more safe. At 0-0, it's not that dangerous to hit. If it was like 4 away, 2 away, maybe the hit would be wrong.
Yeah, but what's the alternative to hitting here? If you look at it, the sixes are not playing well.
Yeah,
you might as well hit.
You need to play 13-7, sure.
Yeah, and then you might as well hit, because you give like 4-4, you give 6-2, you give all those numbers that just runs out also. You need to hit the single shot.
I think what Kritikos is doing right now, he's running through the white numbers. If I hit, then what could happen? If I don't hit, then what could happen? And he tries to memorize the equities. And he analyzed it absolutely correctly. Well done. 4-6, that number. Well played. 4-1 would be interesting. 6-4 is a very bad number. So now he's going to run through the numbers again.
This is actually a bit weird. Make the 4 point. It's a lot of numbers to give.
And a lot of bloods. And a lot of gammons. He's going to look. Usually people look at the choice they're not going to play. They look at it first to make sure it looks ridiculous. And then they move back and find the bold, the safe play.
It's like 17 numbers, I think, hitting if you make the 4 point.
Oh, you can hide the figure. I didn't see that. You can make the ace. How would you do that? But it might be right. Oh, but the problem is,
you could also play 7 and 2.
The problem with making the ace is that you are committed to a blitz. You don't like to blitz against a better board. You like to prime. So it needs that point.
It's a tough move, because you really need to consider the gammons you're losing if you're playing the loose play. So I don't know what is right here, to be honest. I think it's a tough move.
The second best move is to play 7-3 with the 4 and make the 19. And no human would play that. It doesn't make
13.
sense. 13. Yes, the 13 and the 7-3. But that's an unhuman move. You wouldn't find it. The best move by thousands, very close, is to play 19, the back checker with the 4, and the mid checker with the 6, 13-7. So sit it out.
That's a tough one to find.
That's a tough one to find.
So basically you are creating more contact with, in the outfield by playing to 15. Interesting move. I'm not sure I would have found that ever. This looks too big, this move. I think also Elias will reach that conclusion that this is too many numbers to give. Then you rather give him the, the ace that he did too many numbers. That you rather give him and actually, it's not. If you look at the numbers, if you leave the blood on the 5 point, 1-5 actually doesn't hit. So it's actually only 9 numbers hitting.
Oh, good spotted. Yeah. Interesting. 1-5 doesn't, only 9 hitting.
Yeah.
So he made the ace. So he's actually trying just to save the gammon for a start.
Oh,
and what happens then?
That's a good roll. That's the best roll. Well, now there's a lot of gammon in it again.
6 something, 4-2. Interesting.
That's very interesting. Yes.
Hit or not?
You give yourself a lot of bad numbers by not hitting actually, because all the high combinations. But
the question is, do you get that many more gammons? I don't think so. I think I would play the safe defend.
Yeah. That's a nice roll. Hidden. Well, you maybe even. Well, he could have hit it.
He should hit for sure.
Yeah, he did. I don't know. He didn't see that.
He didn't see that. That's a blunder. And he found again.
He found again. Yeah, he found again.
Okay, double three.
So now we probably need to rip them off, because otherwise the gammon is actually kind of getting close.
There is a rule of thumb here. If you're in doubt, rip them off.
Yeah.
Usually it's correct. And in this case, the computer likes it by a very small margin.
Okay.
So it's like it doesn't matter. But if you have doubts about it, take them off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened here? I'm not. What? I lost it.
He took them off double three.
I'm just gonna do something here.
Yeah. Just lose a gammon.
Just lose a gammon.
Yeah. If that's what's happening.
It will. We can fix it afterwards.
You need a big double to save it, but I think maybe one could be enough. One of the big guys. 6 checkers. That's one is probably not. Okay. So Elias ended up using a lot of time on this game actually, but he also had some really tough decisions.
And for those of the viewers or the listeners who is interested in the PR, they both ended at around 5 in this very complicated game. But a high PR in the beginning of a match isn't a disaster. It's at the end of the match, the cost will be paid. But right now, they're just like feeling their way. But 5, it was a complicated game.
Yeah, that was some very technical moves, especially for Elias. I think how to contain that checker. 4-1. So he might even consider slotting here because he's down 4-0. I don't know if it's too early, but people likes doing that. And he's again off to a good start, Jan, in this game. He almost escaped both checkers now. Hit. I think you need to play down 7, yeah. It's a bit...
I see, I'd like to do something. Message me if you want something.
Thanks. 5-2, that's not very constructive.
No, you can't avoid getting like a double, leaving a double shot.
No, so I think you might as well just play like 13-8, 6-7-5.
Yeah.
You don't want to hit because then you end up having 2 blots.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that you slot a good point.
A good roll for the race, but he would of course rather have hit. What's the race?
12 pips.
For Janus. Oh, well, now it's even then.
Probably do that.
6-2, euro 6-2. And then 6-5.
Chop, chop.
He makes ace.
That's wrong for sure. Yeah. But it's borderline, doesn't matter.
Okay, he made ace.
He made the ace. And 4-2. Okay, now we're in cube area. Thank you. Okay, only 5 pips. I have to move.
Yeah, but I think it's still. I would cube this one even though I'm up 4-0. I mean, Elias has made his ace point. That's not very good. It's really hard to get those 2 checkers out from the 2 point when you have 4 to 6 and 8. It's basically only double 5 that escapes. But it's also, in contrast, it's also hard to play in from 8 against 2. It's hard to clear sometimes.
So it's not a race. It's a prime.
It's kind of.
Even if he's up,
it's not as dangerous.
Aggressive. It's not dangerous.
No.
He got only 6-5.
Yeah. And what was the race? It was 5 pips up.
5 pips up. 123 for black. 118 for 2.
I'm not sure I like it. I mean, it's the ace point I don't like on Elias' side. I don't know. It could be a take because of the score. I think I would have.
Okay. So he still got the 6-5 leaving shot number. Three. Gets away with it, but the next 6 is gonna leave a shot. And this black roll double 6. 5-2, very good number. Now a 6 for white would leave a shot.
2-1. That's
2-1.
good. Makes it flexible. Was it a take, this one?
It was borderline pass.
Borderline pass, okay.
He could leave the checker in the outfield.
He could, but he will lose more gammons, I guess. And there's not really. I mean, he would have to bury. What do you call it? Bury one checker.
Yeah, to the graveyard.
Yeah. Double 4. You can kind of kill the 6s by playing them in, and that might be right.
Anything else is a blunder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this I don't. You don't want to make the points behind the anchor.
No,
if you can avoid it.
And leave the shot. It's only 2 numbers, but still. White's game plan at this point is to get the checkers in the board.
Yeah.
And make the 3 point.
Yeah. He made the right move there. Good play. Now Elias is ready. 4-3. Yeah. I think you just make the ace here, actually, even though I just said you don't want to make the points behind the anchor, but sometimes you have to do it if there's no other good options. 6. Yeah, you have to play this one, and it's too big to go out. I would think, at least. Starts getting a bit awkward now for Jan, but the good news, I guess, for him is that Elias has to destroy his own board.
It's 5. 2. This is gonna be awkward. Yeah, that's the only safe play.
Yeah. Yeah, but 5-2. Now we have to run. Okay, so now there are some bad 5s and bad 6s. There's also, of course, numbers at points. 5-2 is a
Leads
bad
a shot.
number. So you can either make the 3 and give 1 extra shot, or you can slot. Oh, you can also just bring 2 in. Is it worth? I think it's worth giving 1 extra number actually. Because
If he makes the point and black doesn't jump,
he can
point. Attack. Yeah. And that's worth the 2 extra numbers.
Yeah, and here it's not a guarantee that you will cover the plot next time either.
No, and the race is so even, so a hit would actually be almost gin.
Yeah.
Good play. And a 6, big 6, 5-1.
6-5.
6-5. So it's like thrill.
So now we will see a recube, unless something.
A 6 would be interesting.
Yeah, 6 would be interesting actually.
Without the set, of course.
Yeah.
It must be a very big prize now.
Yeah, it looks like a big pass.
Oh yeah, it's a monster pass. The race, if you count the race, black is up 9.
Yeah, actually up more because of the dead checkers on the ace point.
Okay, we double pass.
Yeah. That was a very important game for Elias. Very important hit. 0-6 would have been a little uphill. So now we have a more open match.
Yes.
Well played.
They played 1.5 and 0.8. So total below 2.5, which is amazingly world-class strong play. This was the game they lost. Two-4, and the match is totally open.
Yes. 6-4. What do you reply to 5-3 with 6-4?
Well, there is a rule.
Yeah, I can remember. You make that 2. Okay.
It's quite easy. It's quite easy. Whenever the opponent makes a point in the board, you do the same.
Okay.
Easy rule.
6-2. I think I would just go to 18 and unstack 11 a little. Because here you give 21 numbers without having any return shots, basically.
Yeah, I think the return shot and the unstack is important. This is so weird. And it's half a blunder more. Looks weird.
Yeah. Now it looks.
Now it might be a cube.
It could be. I mean, he's down 2-4, and what is the race?
It doesn't matter. He got 2 blots.
He's got 2 blots, but it still matters if he's way behind. It's up a little.
The race is even.
Oh, even.
Okay, even. 3 pips for white.
It's definitely an easy take. I mean, if he misses, and suddenly Jakobowitz has a really strong position because he will very likely make the fight.
I don't think it's easy. Oh, he did the cube.
Is it a massive cube?
It must be a monster. It's a 140 cube.
Wow.
I'm surprised he did the cube. It's volatile. Okay.
3-5. That's interesting.
He needs to hit for sure.
Yeah, you need to hit. You don't want him to make that.
You don't want that point to be made.
No.
And there's only 1-5.
That's all the way out, yeah.
Yeah, moving on.
Now, he could definitely consider again.
Yeah. But this is actually a no doubt.
Okay.
I would still cube.
I would still consider this one.
Yeah, there are a lot of people passing stuff like this. It would be too good, but 2-1. You cannot stay on the 24. You need to go up to the 22. 4-3.
That's a very good number. Making the point, and you can save your blood, or you could hit. Saving the blood seems good.
3-1, great roll. Back 2.
Yeah.
Shit number.
Yeah, doesn't do much. 6-5. I guess you have to run even though you're probably behind in the race, but there are no other options. one round for Elias.
5-3.
Yes.
So it looks like Elias missed a monster cube and gets rewarded for it.
Rewarded?
Yeah.
Or penalized?
Rewarded.
What do you mean?
Trouble.
Ah, in that sense. Well, he could have passed.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Now he will get.
So
now,
we actually don't know.
Now he will get cubed. I think. Okay.
The race is 21 pips. I think we should
Save the block.
He wrote 2-1 or 3 something. 3-1.
3-1. And 4-1. Yes. And here comes a cube.
Yeah. Can you talk about the holding game cubing?
If I can.
Something with a race, right? Something with
I'm not so strong. I know from the. I think from the. If you have the 5 point, you can normally take it. Is it 18 pips?
But when can you cube? You take it humongous. When can you cube? You need.
You can normally. I mean, you can cube when you have like a. I mean, normally I would cube positions where I have less than four checkers or less on the 13 point. I would need to be able to clear my 13 point.
Okay, so maximum 4 checkers.
Maximum 4 checkers on the 13 point.
And minimum 20 pips.
And yeah, I mean, no, not necessarily. This one I would probably. It depends on what the race is. What is
126, 1/6.
1/6. I would probably cube. I don't know if I was up 15 here. I think because you have a long time to clear this 13 point. We play 1 checker down. You have all your double rolls, obviously, but you have also, combinations with 5s on the next roll. This is a really good roll, double 2. So now it's not safe, but I mean, it's more or less cleared now.
Yeah, it's a fly shot.
It's a potential fly shot, very likely, yeah.
He should not do that. He should. Oh, it's close. But it looks wrong to unstack a midpoint, but it doesn't care. But over the board, we don't have computers. We have rules, guidelines, experience. And my experience tells me not to clear midpoint. 4-2.
5-4. Yeah, okay. Yes.
5-4.
5-4, yeah.
He's preparing to clear.
Unfortunately. You just need to play 7 and then slot, maybe?
Yes, not a big deal.
No.
All the top players.
Or maybe you actually don't want to have the blood in the board because you might get the fly shot.
Exactly.
Maybe not now, but maybe the roll after. Top of 5, wow, that's a good roll. So those 2 are mandatory, and then 1 to the ace point, and then you can think about the last one.
We don't have the same position. No.
It went before that, I think.
Yes. Here?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then 2.
Hvis du kigger med, så
4-2.
Karsten, du spillede.
Jeg spillede til 1.
Okay, så vil jeg spille på den anden side.
4-2, og så 3-2. 5.
So this game is just ending quietly, 25 pips lead. 6-2 for the German against the Norwegian.
I've seen, sticker turnarounds on this one. I mean, you never know.
You never know. In that case, we have to put up the right position. It's not a big deal. 6-5. So he's like, plus.
Do you think Kritikos will take a break now? I'm not sure if he's a break type or if he's.
It's too early.
Yeah, it's a little bit too early.
I know people take breaks to break the rhythm and stuff like that, but it doesn't really matter.
No.
It feels good sometimes to shake off a stick game or something. Take a break for your own sake, but after 2 or 3 games, it doesn't make sense.
Usually, it's computer romantic on break.
Okay.
I think so that.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
Two one.
2-1, yes. Good key roll, not worth the seconds. I almost had the same position. So this means the transcription will be
A bit off.
a bit off. Yes.
It wasn't like technical place in any way, so
No,
I don't think it will affect the PR.
Bear rounds and bear outs and stuff like that.
Okay, so 6-2. And Jakobowitz has actually been playing really fast. He only used like 3.5 minutes.
Yes. We work out the total PR while we're putting checkers up. Jakobowitz is 2.4 and Kritikos is 3.5.
Well class.
So this is 2 very strong players, and the cost they threw away is close to 2% both. So it's like an even match. Okay. 10-5-4. Six two attack. Standard move. 3-2. It makes sense. Always a 6 rule. Double 3 joker. Super joker.
And then the last one, you probably play one of those checkers up from the back. Or you place down. Okay, I would probably not unstack my 13 point, but it's not a big difference. So 6, I would step out with 6 here.
The reason for stepping out is the split point. The 6s are not that good to hit. Like this, 6-1, that's too fast.
Yeah, especially when you have 3 checkers on the other side that you need to bring around.
Yeah, you can double hit. Actually, double hit is clear cut, correct?
Oh, so you hit from 8 to 7 and then you
got the better board. He's behind in the race.
And you keep your 13 point.
You keep your 13 point.
That's a good point.
And you don't leave a lot of fly shots like any entry with an ace or 8s or 4-3 or 3-2 or 4-6. There's a lot of good reasons for double hitting. It's like the trick from Karate Kid where he swept the leg. Sweep the leg. He made the 7 point. 4-2. He cut out cheap. Interesting 4-2. This is the right play. By a mile, it's again sweep the leg.
Yeah, you need to do that because he has what 5, 10, 11 checkers in the zone. So
yeah,
you simply need to do something to take half the roll away from him.
Rocks is falling down, and you need to do something. Now, actually, Elias is considering cubing. He's trailing in the match. The position is very volatile. I mean, stuff can happen now, good stuff, and it's very hard to find bad stuff for black.
6s, I guess I mean, the deuces are actually duplicated, which is not so good.
You might maybe even don't hit on the deuce, I don't know. 3-2.
Yeah, you might just...
That's a very good cube, I like the idea.
Yeah.
It tells me that Elias knows he's behind, he needs to find the right moment to gamble. This is the right moment. It's a borderline cube, and Humongous take. But I like it. Love it.
4-6.
4-6.
So you hit on deuce there. I guess you need to do that.
One of the worst numbers. Only 6-1 and double 6 were worse. Yes, you need to sweep the leg.
3, and here you need to anchor. That's a really, really good roll for Jan. Now he has a high anchor and he can relax a little. He's not in gammon danger for a while. 6-4. You kind of want to make it an 18 point, but you also want to, try to catch that single checker on the deuce point.
I think my first priority would be to unstack the 6 and make the deuce.
Yeah,
and then look for a 6 somewhere. But I can see the danger, but I would do that.
I would probably also make deuce and then step out to 16, I think. Just make it, I know it's a lot of blots, but I don't think Jan will leave his anchor. So it's basically only aces and fours that you can hit on, and fours are duplicated. You also make the deuce one and fours.
Okay. I don't know if these guys are playing with people, but if they were, they would both be interested in not too much hidden exchange because the race is even. So this is like voluntarily get down in the race, but black wants some action with his board.
Yeah,
he wants the action.
This is my move as well. I really like it.
Yes. Computer prefers 13-7 and 6-2. Then you won't get too much attacked. I think you have to drill down the numbers one by one. This is a key roll worth the time. Stop and think about the rolls. He made our movement.
Yeah, but it's not a.
It's not a list, just a small error. 6-2.
Yeah. So here, I guess you need to
make the deuce for sure
and hit on 4.
Yeah. Great.
There are lots of blots.
Yeah, the 4 dancing numbers are really like when you're too good. You can just roll on.
And the 5s are not really good. Unless it has a 6, of course. But entries were like 2-5. Entry.
It's for sure. Just by 8-6.
No, it's 2.
It's and it'll kill you next time. If you knew that, you would make the dry move.
Yeah.
Before. But of course, it doesn't know.
So you can make 10 and 16.
Yeah.
Then all the checkers are safe again. Oh, there was a broken cup there. That happens sometimes. Jan is fixing it. He made 48, okay.
One stack.
Yeah.
And the cost of hitting is giving up the 60 points.
Yeah, they're not
leaving the turn track. Okay,
you need to step up here to 22, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, and slot. Yeah.
You want to escape that check.
3, you can step up to 4 and make the 10.
Yeah, that looks natural.
Let's see. That's correct. Relieve 2s and 5-3. Oh, that's
really,
a super roll.
I'm a bit under pressure. On 5, I need to hit on 3, I guess. Slotting ace looks a bit too passive.
Right.
Oh, he fanned. That was a bad timing.
Where's the ace?
Shit. Yeah, that's
What's happening here?
wow. Can you really play the ugly one? Can you play 24, 21 and lift the ace?
Yes. Jeg tager den. Skal jeg have 6-2? Det er en dårlig 6-2. Jeg har været 5-1.
Det er det mange gange.
Jeg spiller han med den.
Han punktet, så spiller jeg den der. Så kommer han ind med 5-4. Her.
Og så 4-2.
Oh, double it 4-2. Sorry, we're switching to Danish a little. It was just because there was something with the transcription.
Yeah, we are
back in business, yes. It looks like Jan is turning this game around, maybe. He had a massive joker there, the 4-2. Wow, now he points it. Okay, so turning around again. And now he's thinking, Jan. I don't think I mean, you're not really in the. You don't really want to touch the cube. I mean, you're up 6-2. There's gammon in it now. Of course, you have a checker on the ace point that you really need to escape. You have plenty of time to escape it. So now you just need to bring checkers down, preparing to make a 5 point. I would just play 2-11 like that, yeah.
Oh, 2 checkers interest. Yes.
What about now?
Who's the favorite now? Actually, White is with 60%.
Yeah,
that's all.
And he must be winning more gammons, obviously.
Yeah. And he's not interested in gammon go here. He's interested in winning the game.
Yeah.
So the right move would probably be pick and pass, but it's very close with making the 10.
But he didn't roll. He's considering cubing.
Oh, I thought you were rolled 5-1. I saw no. I don't want the other guy.
He's considering cubing now, yeah.
It's very tough to transcribe and comment at the same time. Maybe I should stick to my...
This is interesting. I mean, the issue is that your gammons are like shooting over the score. You're getting 14 points. You play to 13, so that talks in the against cubing.
Yeah.
I'll try to say.
This is actually most likely a forced move. You can pick and pass. It doesn't make sense. You can make the anchor that sure makes sense. And then, so the 3 is the easy one, and the 6 is the one that becomes easy after making the anchor.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's difficult to say that, but it worked. We did huge 5 now. 4-1. 5-4 is like tremendous. Wow. Now Elias is back in gammon go.
And Jan is smiling inside because he didn't cube 2-4.
That would be the craziest cube in the tournament if he did that.
Okay, so now he's going to pick up all the 2 checkers.
All the 2 checkers.
All the 2 checkers.
5-2.
Can go like double 1. But sometimes you know, looking at ghosts, it happens. When it happens, it sucks. But
2-1 misses.
I don't think.
Avoid the. Oh, you can miss it. No,
that's not. That was the only joke.
Step out is clear correct. Avoid double 1.
Yeah. So, how much gammon is there in this position?
His favorite.
So
win the gammon for sure. How much? More than 50?
More than 50?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, only 42.
42.
Yeah.
But it will increase every roll.
Yeah.
It doesn't enter.
Exactly. Every time white doesn't roll a 4 or 1, more gammon for black.
Yeah.
Quite obvious. All black is doing now is to avoid the double 4 joker. And maybe not too many blots, because if he rolls double 4 white, then he got to clean up blots. So I would recommend making a point way around. Make a point like that.
Yeah, you don't want to make it outside. You don't want to make like a 10, because it would be like a disadvantage, or what I would say, a problem when you break it again if Jan came in with both his checkers. So you don't want to make too many points in your own outside board, basically.
Because you need to clear them anyway.
Anyway.
This is an example. He could make the point with the ace, but he didn't. Double 6 is huge. Best number in position.
So now it must be like 60, 70% gammon or something.
Yeah, exactly 70. And still 10 wins.
Yeah.
You never lose in backgammon until the contract is broken. Come on. Bring those babies home. Then you should make the 8 point.
Yeah, I think it's good to make the 8 point, because then the double 4 is actually not that good.
Yeah, it's super joker. It would be. You need to keep the 8 points.
So just play what, 9 to 6, and then a random a random one like 15 to 14.
The last one doesn't matter. Keeping the 8 matters. This is the wrong idea. If you roll to double 4, you need to pick up all the blots.
Yeah.
You can't do that unless you roll like 6-4 or something. So it's the wrong idea. And you're killing double 6, and you want the double 6 to work.
And you don't want to get an awkward double 5.
In general, I think this is a very bad decision to use that much time on a roll that more or less doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
He has to be careful with double 5. Actually, not that well, because he has one checker 5 away from that 4 point. Is that legal? Yeah, it was. Okay.
I don't know what it is.
6 from there. And
No, it's,
no, the other way around.
it's equal desk. I go on.
6 on F5. On super.
Okay.
Så jeg kan også give det.
Nej, lige præcis.
Han har rullet den af, så han har rullet den 9. Ikke også? Men Jakobowitz har kommet ind i mellemtiden, men fire jo. Og det tror tilbage. Ja. Og så er han
Ikke så vigtigt.
Nej, så ruller han ind.
Okay.
Han rullet 1, tror jeg. Ja, 6, tror jeg.
Yeah, we're sorry about the transcription. It's not totally correct. We only get pictures in frames, so we have to guess some of the roles. Hope the tape breaks soon. We can reboot it. If a shot is hit, we're in trouble.
Our position was slightly different, at least. Can you save the gamma? No. I think you just need to step out when you want to maximize your crossovers, and
the shot, of course. Oh, thank God it didn't. So we can just resign again in the moment, and all is good.
Yeah, maybe you will save it. It's not unlikely actually to save it.
It's very unlikely.
Now he has 8 crossovers, and he needs a big double, most likely. It's just going all the way. He could save this one.
Double one.
Actually, he will save it. Yeah, wait and see what.
An ace of 3-2, 4-2, 6-4. Now the score is 6-6.
And it looks like something you
need
we have it here. But we don't know what they started with.
Oh, they're still.
Yeah. No, so we'll probably have to skip that game. So just resign.
Well, we are not live.
Yeah.
Right?
Doesn't. I don't think it's. No.
Vil du gøre resign? Resign.
Så det er den totale PR.
Ja, okay, så
Jeg husker.
Du kan ned der. Jeg siger, vi ruller.
Nej, vi venter på en lille game.
Er det nu? Ja, jeg får en passiv til 6.
Sådan der.
Det er jeg ikke sikker på.
Let me know what the sound is on.
Okay.
Altså 4, ikke?
4. Ja. 2-1. 11. 3-2. Anker. Et. 4.
Løber hele vejen.
Ja, 4.
Nå, det er hvid.
4-3 anker. Så 3. Til 7.
Det er selv lige nu.
Ja. Det kan jeg sgu ikke se. 2-1. Ja. To.
Okay. Ja, Mik på sit over.
8-1. Ja.
8 og 1.
Ja. 3-2.
Tak.
Til 8.
We're waiting for them to think.
Dobbelt 2, så tænker han nok.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it didn't become so much better, but a little bit.
Okay. What happened?
No, nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we are back.
Karsten.
We were just
Still double 2.
Oh.
But
Double 2. Yeah. Yeah. So we just lost the connection a bit here.
Mute this.
So we missed a bit of the transcription. So last game, and we had some mistakes in the previous game, but now we're back on.
But we just witnessed a huge blunder.
Double 2.
there's too many of this now.
2.
Okay, we're gonna guess what happened.
Yeah, it's impossible to guess.
We'll try.
Double 2. Yeah, and then
3-1.
3-1.
6-1, 6-2.
6-1. And then he hit. And then he fanned, I guess. No, he came in with ace. So. Give him a fan. Fan and cube.
Okay.
Okay, 5-4.
Double 4.
Yeah, so the transcription is a bit off. So we're trying to do our best, but sometimes the picture is gone.
I think the important part is for us to come with some guidelines. So let's double hit seems clear.
Yes.
Now white needs to enter with something, either with an ace or 2 checkers. Okay, this is interesting.
That's a cube for sure. 10 checkers on the zone. And that is probably a pass.
Yeah, and now the picture disappeared again. Well, I can tell for sure if the sound is still on, I don't know, but the cube was big and the pass is equally big, so it's a clear cut in the middle of the window, double pass for 6-7.
Okay, he passed. Pass.
Mm.
Okay, 4-3 til Kritikos. 4 ned, 3 op.
4 ned, 3 op.
Ja, 3. Og så 6-5 løb.
Hvad er 4 ned, 3 op?
3.
Okay.
6-5 løb. 6-3 punkt. Så 6-5 løb.
Hvad er 4 ned, 3 op?
3.
Okay.
6-5 løb. 6-3 punkt.
Double one. Okay, what's happening right now? We're transcribing and commenting from a mobile phone. I have no idea what's going on here.
Okay, what's happening right now? We're transcribing.
It's quite funny.
From a mobile phone.
5-1. 5-4. 4-3. He makes the point in 4-3. Okay. I have no idea if the sound is out, but it sounds like
It's not, we are not.
it's the weird mine. Okay, good.
I have no idea if the sound is out.
I can hear myself in. We need actually to switch off the double sound.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, we did that. And now 5-3, 5-2. This is the most interesting comment I've ever done. We're actually commenting in the blind, in the dark. Oh my God. 5-1. This is a good time for you guys to pick up coffee or something.
6-1.
6-1. Okay, finally a decision. Yes, 2 checkers to the 7. You could hit on the ace with the 6-1, but it doesn't make sense. You don't want to make that point, and you want to try to make a prime in this situation. So priming or attacking, usually it's not the best choice to attack against a board stronger than your own, unless you panic, unless you want to sweep the leg or do something to complicate situation. This is the right move. It looks nice. Double 2.
Yeah, I have it here. We had the 9. We had 9.
Yeah, 9-9. Made the 9.
Yeah.
And now 6-3. Okay, Elias doesn't get anything given. He has to steal it. But the 6-3 is one of the easier ones, right? 7 and 3.
Yeah, and then 3-1.
This is a good time, I would say, to step up. has one thing in common: leaving the checker on the 7 point. It's okay. He left the checker.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
4-1, and then you lift the 5-6. Sorry.
And then something will happen soon. 5-4.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now it's back on.
Okay, thank
with
you.
the sound. And it's not in sync, so this is later. This is earlier.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know what has happened.
No, we will
No,
just
you
continue
do,
with
you
that
do,
one
you do.
until they.
Yeah.
We continue
And
with
now
this.
we're missing this because of this conversation.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. What happened then?
5-4. He lift 8. It's only a few seconds behind.
Yeah.
So I can. This one is before this one.
And now it's picking up samples.
Okay, so this one also
Yeah,
enough.
we gotta focus on the screen.
Yeah.
And me shutting down the sound here.
I did.
But there's a sound somewhere.
5-2, Bredahl. 5-2.
Like this? There's a sound.
5-2. He moved over that.
I don't want that sound in the computer.
5-2.
5-2.
Yeah, it's coming from
4-2. Down.
Okay. Yeah.
5-4. In and in.
In and in.
And double 4.
We have a double sound at the moment. It's gonna
5.
disappear now. In with the 5 and 6 out.
So the cube is still in the middle.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
Oh, no, it's not.
It won't be in the middle for long.
Oh, double 2. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Did you open anything else?
Not but in a moment. It's 700.
Could it be on your computer? You
No.
also have YouTube on.
No.
Yes.
I got it down. I'll do this.
Okay. He's cubing.
It's coming.
Sound up here somewhere.
No.
Maybe.
It's,
Larsen is spillet på det godt, så du kan have.
Eller rossa.
Mm.
6-2 hit.
Ja, okay.
Helt vildt.
6-2 hit.
Han misset 3.
They play speed backgammon, and we chose them because they're thinking, okay, you know what? We do without the XG.
Yeah, we lost it.
Yeah. It doesn't work. Old fashioned.
XG is out.
I know.
We have double sound and we have no XG.
Okay,
So 5-3. And now we have to count the pips in the good old fashioned way. I like that.
I think I would just make 3 points. But maybe it's. Nope. It's been a bit confusing, this commentary. We apologize for that.
It's been quite entertaining. Okay, this is for sure a monster cube. You're trailing, you got an attack position. I'm not sure it's a take either. I would pass.
Yeah, it looks like a pass without knowing the pip count, but we can maybe count that fast.
I wouldn't even count. You can attack with even double hit with numbers, and everybody knows what's going on.
It's like 15 pips or something.
Maybe it's too good. Actually, maybe it's too good. Maybe the cube is that big.
What's going on?
I have no idea. The camera's over here. Oh. We have a very hard-working guy for the technique, and he's running forward and backward. Poor guy. 4-3, 4-2 and 4-3. Standard, make a point and split. And now the 5-2 does nothing really.
Just split as well, yeah. So we're down to almost 5 away, 6 away.
Here's a choice. Here's a choice. I would make the 5 point.
I would also make the 5 point.
But which one?
I would make my own 5 point.
The other one is 20. Okay. He plays like he's ahead in the match. I'm not sure that's correct. I would not do that, but I'm not in the tournament, so there's a reason for that maybe. Den der vej.
Fordi der er nogen, der tjekker. Okay, we will try to just continue with the commentary, and then at the same time we will bring up the YouTube and see if there are some commentaries that we can comment on, or if there's somebody out in the backgammon world that maybe checks some of the positions on along the way. But for now, we will not do any analysis from here, at least.
Yes, at the moment we're actually looking at the YouTube comments. So if you got some comments you would want us to comment on, you're welcome to write it. We'll have a look. So what's going to happen now, we're going to comment on the live feed we are seeing, and you will be a little behind, but we can still read your comments. Yes is writing. Thank you very much. Yes. Are you both out? Yes, we are. Thanks for asking. What's the format? It's double elimination, 13 points in the winner's bracket and 9 points in the fighter's bracket. I don't think there's a last chance or anything.
I think there's a last chance.
There is a last chance?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very rarely I play the last chance. It took some seconds.
Yeah, I was hanging for a second because I didn't look at you.
So at the moment we have like a mutual holding game with some prime structure, which won't last for long. And we have no idea what the race is. It looks like black is up a little.
That's a good number. And it's a little more scary for Elias to run.
6, 7, 8, 3. Actually, it's a dead even race. Dead even race. So 3-1. You got to play pure here. Double slot the points. Terry, yes, we don't need XG. That's right. That's right. So I agree. It's like a good thing happening in a bad situation. When the techniques melt down, you go back to old-fashioned words. 6-2, and the prime is breaking. Somebody gotta give up some land. Who will be first? 8 shot.
Yeah, there's not really any other options. You don't want to jump out anyway.
No, you can leave the 8 shot. That's for free. There are no hitting numbers that covers as well. But of course, an 8 is welcome. 5-1. So now we got 4-point board with 2 checkers on the graveyard. 5-4. You gotta give up something. You can't leave the anchor, so it's like a no-brainer. And this is where the race is interesting. Any escape like this. And then we got jokers on both sides. 10 and 11. 4-2. Bring in at least 1 checker.
Yeah,
maybe both.
Yeah, he can't really cube. Yeah, I don't think he's up enough in the race, is he?
I'm not even sure he's up. I think Mick is counting the pips.
He is actually up a little, but he also has some wastage.
You mean black checkers? Yeah.
Yeah, Elias is up a little, but he has some wastage, and he has, to clear the 10 points. So it's definitely an easy take if you get cubed. So I wouldn't cube this one. I think it's way too easy to take, and I don't think his race advantage is too big.
So you have an ace to play here, and you should look at your own numbers. If you roll something like 6-5 now, you're gonna leave a shot. So I don't like the ace. I would prefer he took time and thought about it.
So you would have played to 14 instead?
Yeah, and the double 5 is a joker anyway. He's just counting the numbers.
Yeah.
Step into the 6 point. Get ready for the 4-6, 3-6. Hopefully not the 5-6. So 4 bad 6s. That's good. The 5 is easy. And the 2 is also quite easy. You're not aiming for a fly shot, you're aiming for a race. So, 6-2, that's a shot.
Yeah, I just played to, I think you just played to 7.
Yeah, but if he plays, it's like a...
It can turn out to be a really good builder if you roll like 4-6 or 5-6.
Then the cube will come.
Definitely.
4-5.
Yeah,
so we got to leave the anchor with both checkers. Yeah, both checkers. And now he's going to stop. We got 2 considerations here. We got the race and we got the contact.
Can you cube on those 20 numbers?
You can cube if you're a little down in the race in this position. If you're down like 10, you can cube.
It's obviously an easy take with if the race is even, of course. But if you're down in the race, it's not a take.
No,
but if you if you get hit, you still have the 3 and 4 point to get in on, and some of the hit numbers are actually not that fantastic. And the ones with aces with 5s and 6s, maybe not that fantastic. Or deuces with 4s are maybe even worse actually.
There is a couple of questions that come up here. Is the position volatile? Yes. It can change big time over the next roll, cube. But it can change for white as well. So if the race is like even, or actually white should be up in this race to take this cube. So let's count.
Yeah, Elias is 75, I think, with if you take a little wastage into consideration as well, 75 pips.
And 70.
Yeah, and then you also have a little wastage. I have the same wastage more or less on the same side.
Okay.
I think it's an easy take.
Yeah, because of the contact, you can win the game in one sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the small numbers hit and the big numbers run. So one of each is like, oh, this is okay. This is what white took the cube hoping for. 6 and moving on, yes. So now we can wait 4 or 5 rolls and see if the recube comes. I don't think there will be any recubes at 8-7.
You never know.
4-3. I feel like white is down with a set.
Yeah. And
That's
now
not
it's
it.
more than a set. He has 3 checkers off.
Okay. Black is just cruising for a 9-8 lead, which give us some chances to talk about the 4-way Norway situation.
So Yes is asking if the Danish players perform well PR-wise this week.
And Chris Bray says it's a huge double pass.
Wow. So it's the
we gotta go with that.
So it's the wastage maybe that
Yeah.
is just too pricey.
The pip count for white was too much waste. And maybe a couple of gammons as well. There could be like double one
3 gammons,
or something. Yeah, 3 gammons. Okay, thanks for that, Chris. Yes, did the Danish team perform well PR-wise? Well, they always do that, unless they are consultating. Double 4.
We might get back
it's
in
a
this
life.
one.
An ace for the fun.
No,
okay, now it's Jin. Okay.
So now they take a break.
Yes. To finish that PR talk about, we don't know really yet, but we have a couple of matches below 2, so that's not that disappointing. We even have a match. I think the worst one was 5 or something.
I played a 5.6 against Kimon, and I played 3.2 against Guillaume from Switzerland, and I played 2.0 in the last one.
Yeah, and Trapp had a 1.6 and a 2.2.
Yeah.
So yes, it's okay.
So it's 6% gammons Chris Bray is riding.
6% gammons.
That's quite a lot.
So 20 numbers give 6% gammons. So that's the 20 numbers that hits and fans and picks up the other one.
Yeah.
More or less. Sounds reasonable.
And then you have all the big numbers that brings in checkers, 6-5, Thomas Gay played over 6 in one match. Okay.
That's impossible, Martin Hamilton. Totally impossible. He can never play over 6. Good call.
We will send them, Terry.
You guys know where to send these transcribed matches. I don't know, Terry. Where is that? Can you write it? We unsure. Oh yeah, there was one match. Yeah. I think Martin Hamilton is talking about the match against Montenegro.
Yeah, Montenegro, we basically adjusted. I think all players adjusted there because
Mark has a Galaxy channel where he commented on these matches, and it's quite interesting. We have duplication. I think the break is over again, or what? No? Okay. Maybe we should take 5 minutes as well.
Yeah, you can. And sorry. Here. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like the players are having like a 10 minutes break, which gives us the chance to have the same. But when we come back, we'll talk a little about the 4-way situation in the match. hopefully there will be positions that could give some cube actions, which is worth talking about, the far away and the more away. It's not that much more, so it's not going to be the big adjustment. But let's see. Hopefully something with primes and blitzes. That's the most fun. So guys, see you in 5 minutes. It looks like the players are back. So in that case, we are back too, of course. 4 away, 5 away. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Wonderful.
Welcome.
This splendid hotel, it's the most amazing service. They're so nice.
It's not beers, it's Pepsi Max.
It's not beers, no. We are working here. So we are waiting for Elias. I can see Jakobowitz is like the horse in the box before the race. He's like doing yoga. Amazing. I feel like making jokes. I won't do that. Backgammon is serious business. It's not fun at all.
He's stretching his back and legs.
He's in very good shape.
Yes, yeah. He used to be, or did he used to be an elite swimmer? Or is he just swimming a lot? He's swimming a lot, I think.
It brings back the talk about how do you win a big tournament like this? Because when the winner have played backgammon like 10, 12 hours a day for 3 days, and you can't do that by eating chocolate and pizzas. You gotta sleep well and eat well. It's like watching golf. Back in the days, all the golf players had like
A cigarette
and a whiskey and a big stomach. And today they're like fit athletes with biceps and triceps. I'm so envious. Okay, enough about the young people. Back to the old people, Elias and Jakobowitz. Actually, they're both very fit, right?
Yeah.
6-1. Good play.
4-1.
4-1. Okay, this is tough for me. Do you split? Because if you split the back checkers, you open up for attack. If you slot the 5-point, you lose the race.
I would still split the back checkers.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I would not play this one.
Okay.
I would play to 9 and to 23. But he might be right.
No.
No.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
It looks a bit. I haven't seen that opening that often, at least.
No, I don't know why. He's trying to steal the anchor. That's the plan. And now he gets the cube. This is a cube.
It must be, yeah.
It's a clear take. You can always take 1-point board cubes, more or less. But the question you should ask yourself, is it a pass? Is there sequences that makes it a pass next time? Is it likely to happen? Any 6 with the non-hit, any 1 and 2 with the non-cover, I would cube. It's an easy take. And he almost grabbed it out of his hand. 4-3, not the best number.
Oh, that's not really good. No, you can make the 5 and hit loose.
Yeah, you gotta sweep a leg somewhere. But I would make the deuce in this situation.
Yeah, it looks pretty solid, actually.
Yeah. And
it's costly to get hit and, lose 24 pips or something.
3-6, okay. He's collecting the fruit of hard work. Double 2. Oh, so many choices. Double 2 is my favorite hate roll. It's the best and the worst at the same time. You have like 2 or 3 game plans. Always, you can make the 20, you can make the 5, you can make the 3, you can double hit.
It's not easy, this one.
It's not easy.
The 20 also looks really nice, but you are kind of in a, blitzing position, gammon go situation. So I kind of like that play, actually.
Yeah. 4-1, okay. Now you should pack your suitcase and stay back. Stop the attack. I don't know. It's quite dangerous to step up.
Yeah, there's 10 checkers in the zone right now, so it looks a bit dangerous.
Okay, Chris Bray just confirmed my statement that the take was humongous and the cube was borderline.
That's my play also.
But it's no double for money, of course. Yes. 6-2. Okay, I can feel Jakobowitz really like that break. He's eager. 1-3. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 9, 9, 9.
6-5. That's also decent. Make
Very good number.
Very good. 11.
Yeah. Now it puts black under pressure for a 3. Not a 3. A 3.
Oh, that 3.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? You want to win games or want to save gammons? I would play the other 3 for sure. Exciting.
I actually like this one.
Yeah,
I do.
Now he gets the chance, but if he fails here, he's going to get crushed. He doesn't fail. Of course, he's from Norway. 3-2. Okay, you're committed to the plan. You got to go on. All in.
Yeah, you have too many bloods to play the anchor.
A hit now, and black could actually play. Oh,
wow.
Oh, the difficult hit. The tricky hit. 3-1. Oh, what to do here? I have no idea. Spread them out, make the 4-point 3, and maybe it's 20. You leave 27 numbers for a hit 1, 2, and 3.
I think you might need to play down from 10.
Yeah, this could be interesting. You're right, Terry.
It's very costly to get hit on that 13 point, because then you have like 4 checkers back suddenly.
4-6.
Wow, that's not a good roll.
You got to jump. It's not a bad roll. It's not just the best.
So anyone out there that knows what about the 3-1, what was correct there, that would be nice to know. That was a difficult move. I would have spent a little more time on that with 14 minutes in the bank.
In hindsight, I would most likely make the 24 and go to the 10. Hope for an on-hit and then make the prime.
I would do that as well.
Yeah. 6-5. Now you're in trouble. This is the worst roll. The worst roll. Now, actually, black is maybe playing for the gammon and the match.
Ooh, can you step out? You can't step out.
You can't step out. That's going to kill you for sure. Yeah, 13-2. Exciting. Very. 5-1. What a stupid roll. The ace is easy.
So up to 5
is easy along with it. So a 4, 6-4 is interesting.
Okay, Chris confirmed that bar 24, 13, 10 is actually the correct move.
Okay.
It also looks strong.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's very costly to get hit on that 13 point.
What's
Double 6
here?
Wow.
You need to do that and make the ace.
Yeah, that looks mandatory.
This is a classic sweep the leg position.
Oh, you can also make the 4. That's probably...
No, that's wrong. It's a blitz.
I'm not sure. You're duplicating 4s also.
Yeah. Okay, I was just about to say that something's going to happen with the black prime if you don't do something about it.
This looks really solid.
You don't.
But it's, when you get hit, you have a lot of awkward entries. That's the disadvantage by this one. It's a tough move. You could also just go all the way with both.
I would go with the gammon.
The problem is, it's not a problem necessarily, but you have an extra check on the deuce point that suddenly gets inactive.
You're killing a checker
by
doing this. And if black enters, you look stupid.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah. But you got to gamble when you're behind. And this is not a gamble. This is a solid play.
It's
but I like it.
Structurally, it looks pretty good. If he doesn't roll the 3 now, then you make the 4 point afterwards, very likely.
You went for the prime. So 3s and 1, 2, 4 combined, double 5 works.
Oh, that's a good move. Okay, so he makes the point. So Elias is considering the cube.
I don't have power.
What happened? Okay, Chris is writing that the right move with the double 6 was actually to go out and make the ace point, as you said, Karsten.
Okay.
Anything else is a blunder. So it's simply going for the gammon.
Yeah.
It looks like.
You have so many gammon go numbers, and
you also have a good landing point on the 9 point for the last checker to get out. That might also
the check
be
point
one
here,
of the reasons.
Is that 25?
Yeah.
2 away, 5 away.
Well, yeah, exactly, 25.
So the question is, we asked for the prime a moment ago, and now we got it. Interesting, very interesting. So we have been talking about how much timing do you need to jump a 5 prime when you're not on the edge.
Yeah.
And you need around 36 pips.
Yeah, but Elias also has a checker he needs to jump. But it's a little easier for him because Jan has to move his checkers. And most likely he will end up, breaking it. He will at least break the 8 point.
Yeah.
Maybe also to the 7 point before. The timing is definitely on Elias' side here.
The worst that can happen for Elias is rolling double 6, which looks like a reasonable number.
Yeah, double 6.
So you can't. Actually, I'm not sure that we have 25%, but
it's a tough cube decision on both sides. I would say I wouldn't know what is correct here.
I'm wondering, is anybody out there maybe have the XG feed here? It takes a 5.5 roll for white. Yeah, it's more or less the same as the 36 pips, so it makes sense. 5.5 roll or 36 pips,
which he really doesn't have.
He chose to roll on. He should not slot from behind for sure. He should put the 3 into the 5 point. So we got 3 checkers pointing if white steps up. Now he only got 2 checkers.
You could also, play to 11, so you have 3 points pointing at the 9 point.
Yeah, but he's going to do it now. This is the idea. Good play. If he steps up, he got 2, 5, and 4.
Yeah.
He doesn't step up. Now white is on the edge of breaking. Should he slot? I don't think so.
Then it's probably just too good.
Then it's too good. Yeah, he should hope for an ace.
You cannot take this, can you?
Chris is very fast with the XG out there. He says double pass for money. Yes, that's for sure. Because of the gammons.
And that was probably before.
Yeah, the
sequence.
Yeah. And now it's most likely a double pass still, since he didn't perform an ace.
Yeah, he said it was a double easy take at this score.
Yeah, now I'm not sure.
It must be getting. Definitely got worse for Jan, the position.
Exactly. He didn't roll an ace. So if it was easy take before, it in best case would be a small take now.
Yeah, he rolled. He rolled 3 pips more than Elias, and Elias already had the better timing. He put 1 more checker down on the 3 point, and he's cubing now.
He's cubing now.
He's cubing now. Yeah. I just can't imagine this is a take. There's just too little time to escape the checker. He has plenty of time, Jan. So with this one, he should definitely spend, at least 3-4 minutes on if he's in doubt. Because it's a big decision. It's decisive for the match.
The other power didn't work. This one does.
Det sätter man bara trycker ner den kvar.
Okay. Chris is writing that it's a big pass, not good enough to play on. I don't know if he looked it up or if he's guessing like we are, but I'm crazy about it, and I would pass for sure.
I would also pass. You don't have enough time to escape the checker. You can't really develop your position either. Jan will never make the 5 point, basically.
If you put words on it, you can say that White needs to come to the edge. He needs to survive the attack. He needs to roll the 6.
Yeah, he needs to do a lot of things in a very short time.
And it's actually a little too much.
Yeah.
But credit for the strong initial cube.
Good decision by Jan.
So now the cube is like very loose for White, right?
Right.
That's right, Chris. It's not cheating, Chris. It's supporting. We appreciate it. So what happened? 4-1, 6-4, 5-3, 6-5. We could do running pip count here, but they're playing speed backgammon. And still not. They got 2 minutes and 10 minutes. So Elias is using the time, and Jakobowitz is playing speed.
And down.
7 and 10, that's 10 numbers, 9 numbers. 4-1. Not yet, Jan, not yet. 2-1. You don't want to get hit here. Just make
7.
Just make the 7. Don't care about the race. You could lose a gammon as well. Don't want to get hit. This is a waiting game. You gotta wait for it. I don't like this. But if something comes up like 6-1 or... Yeah, he got punished. And now he's under the gun. You make the point.
I think actually he was up in the race, Jan. That also
talks
so for not hitting.
5 away. Yeah, good call, Chris. I agree. 4-1 in the opening should be played to the 5 point. Just make the point. You want to make the points. This is crazy not to bring a checker to the 8. I don't get that.
Lots of awkward numbers.
Yeah, I think that was a little fast. Maybe he's paying the price now for wasting his time in earlier positions that wasn't that important. Now it's very important. Step out. It's a holding game. Step out. You don't want to get gammoned.
But there are forced 6s like... Okay, 6-1. 6-1 is really bad.
Okay. In general, when you're behind in the race, you want to stay back. But you don't want to stay back with a 2-leg dog or something like this. You need to step out. I would be very surprised if that was correct play.
I think actually I would play to 7 here instead of
leave the
out.
shot.
And leave the ace shot, yeah.
Okay. Now he wants to step out. Now it's clear.
Yeah, now I would step out. Now the board is too strong.
He could make 2 points. I get it, but still not. Step out. It's a waiting game.
So what's the take point for Jan here?
He could pass to 8-12 with the, is that 17-18%?
15, I think.
5 way.
So it's normally like just above 20, isn't it? For these
it's
2 away, more away.
Yeah, but it's less in this position of this score. He could get ahead with 70.
Yeah,
so it's 15 over 85.
No, it's 15 over 70.
70 plus 15. I think it's 15 over 85. So that's around 20.
No, he only gains 55. He doesn't gain 70. He gets to 70.
Then it's 22.
So it's 15 over 70. So it's...
What a lot of numbers. I think we need the cube to come first. But it's interesting to have the numbers before. Okay, he's got a plan. He's waiting for the set. White got plenty of timing. So maybe we can. This is perfect. Perfect. I would pay now.
I would also pay
I would
now.
pay for sure. Usually you should never pay now. Always pay later or not pay at all, like going to a restaurant. But this is very important to pay now. If you get hit, it's such a huge hit that you don't get cubed before the hit. So, and if you get missed, you can cash. This is now 12-8 Crawford. Yes, you got two shot-giving numbers. Doesn't matter. It's a race. Spend 11.5 seconds and pass it.
Yeah, it's a massive pass.
He spent 8. Okay.
Martin Hammers is writing that 5 away, 2 away take point is 23%. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty close.
Yeah, that brings up a funny thing. Back in the days where the old dinos like me taught backgammon, we used list and tables by Kid Woolsey. And now XG come and say then the numbers are wrong. Now we use different numbers. I always use the same numbers.
I don't think you should you split when it's 12-8. You just want to. You don't want to win a gammon. You're not going for the gammon right now.
No. Interesting. 2-1 opening at 5 away. Crawford.
24-18 was a triple blunder. The first one or the second one? The one, I mean, the one he actually played, or the one we talked about?
It must be the first one, since it's. So the correct move would be to stay back. This could mean I over. Oh, there is a chance for a double tiger here. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. If it's wrong or right, doesn't matter. Let the world see it. Perfect. And it's clearly right, by the way.
Both times it was incorrect, Bredahl, to step out.
I'm not pleased. The 2 is easy. Where is the 5? The 2. Play the 2. Look for the 5.
Yeah, just step out.
Step out to the 18. It's not a back game yet. And if you get hit, it will be a back game again.
Oh.
Well, I don't think Elias is winning that much. You could slot, you could step out. I would do this.
That was a good development for Jacob. Jan, sorry.
Jacob Janovic. Okay, the argument of staying back is, of course, the trailing the pip count. I get it. I was a little afraid of the gammons when the other guy had 2 away. In this position, White doesn't care about the gammon. He just want to win the game. Or a backgammon if the possibility arises, but it doesn't look like nothing but just the game. 5 is easy. Hit. Bring maybe a 4 to the 7 point. Now you got how many bloods? 7? 7 bloods. Okay, let's have something fun here. Yes, reroll. A 3. So basically 6 and 5s are good. Now 4 and 3 can hit. 5 will hit as well. You need to hit.
He's kind of losing his advantage now, Jan, in this game. Or maybe not.
11, it fits. You find it? Yep. Just counting with the fingers. 6, 5s. Anything works. Okay. Maybe it's not a hit here. You don't really want to go for the gammon, right?
No, I don't think I would hit this one. I could basically play to 8.
Yeah, and risk a couple of small
of course
sets.
you get hit by the double 1, but
Okay, so what you're saying is go for the prime.
I wouldn't go aggressively for the gammon because it's not really, necessary. But then again, you also don't want him to make the anchor. So now I would hit if I could, because I have an extra check on the zone.
You can?
Yeah, I can. I would make an insurance there, and then this one, yeah, that looks fine.
So you're ready for, well, there's no bad numbers. Oh, a deuce, okay.
Yeah, so now we just need to make the 7 and 8 point and then win it like that.
6 and the cocked. So we have 92 viewers and just one guy with questions. That's okay. Interesting part about the triple blunder staying back situation. It's the gammons versus the wins. Tricky shit. So now he's going for the pure play. It's so nice for black to be ahead and know the gammon doesn't cost anything.
Okay, then a bad 5. I'm not sure if that is actually...
It's not even dangerous.
Doesn't look dangerous.
No. Oh!
Unless...
Okay.
Now it's dangerous.
Now...
That's easy.
A counter prime.
That is easy.
Now.
Hit and hit.
Double hit and... yeah.
Okay, now he could get in trouble. Yeah.
Maybe the worst.
You can easily make a 5 prime here.
2.
Step up, I think. I think you want to step up in case you get those awkward entries. Right?
Yeah. So you can jump.
So you can jump.
Split. The big split. Don't think about it. Just make the big split. That's it. Small numbers. That's not it.
6-4.
Interesting game. Play this. You could actually play pure by doing this and going to the 5. It's okay. It's just duplicating some. Oh, a 5. Okay. White is back in the driving seat.
He still has some work to do with getting those checkers out.
Yeah. But he can play 27 numbers over there. That's one of the good ones.
Easy.
Small ones. Play pure. You can double slot if you like, but then you activate the backgammons.
Yeah, you don't want
to... overkill.
Yeah, it might be overkill.
Yeah.
It looks like overkill. There's still bad numbers here, like double 5, I guess, doesn't... Well, it's still bad there, of course, also, but I would make the point.
And he wants to hit. He doesn't want to hit, but he wants to jump. He could hit on the ace. Doesn't make sense, right?
No, I think you just hit and then play to
7.
11, maybe?
No, 7. You need a builder to prevent him from... This is very interesting. Okay, maybe this is just for us to talk about it. But the idea is to jump the prime. That's the tough part. And then hope for the non-ace.
But does he have a timing for this back game in case he rolls an ace? Well,
this is maybe the best number.
It is, yeah.
Combined with the big one. Yes, that's a big one.
Play to 6.
And now black should
then double 5.
peel in the checkers on the 7. Both of them.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Peel them in. Kill the 6s. It's totally wrong. This is totally wrong.
Yeah, it's normally wrong.
It doesn't get it. It's playing too fast with 2 minutes left. He's already mentally in the next game. So
do you want to kill the 6s? Yeah, I guess you do.
I would kill the 6s and hope I could escape.
I mean, also Jan, but yeah, Elias should probably have killed them.
Oh yes, of course, yeah. He's actually Jan is teaching Elias.
Yeah, that's
again another 6. Great roll, only 4 pips. Now the 6. Oh, the double 3, so it didn't matter. Kill the 5s.
You do lose some backgammons here.
Okay. Oh, Leave the blood.
Yeah, you should have left that one.
I don't know why they play like super fast. Maybe they have dinner appointment. They're playing for a lot of money and a lot of honor, and it's why not? He got 8 minutes and 5 points to go only with cube action.
It's very classic just to leave it on the 8 point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you want it recirculated anyway.
Now he could be in trouble in a minute. Now, if black rolls a 7 and white leaves a shot, 2-1 is a great roll.
It is a great roll.
Yeah, for white. For both. Yeah, you gotta run. 6 and 5s don't make the point, but you should probably hit, not with the 6-4 for sure. Six, 2, jump.
Or slot.
The slot it's too big. Just escape. Oh, making the point. And you could actually take off the checkers. This is a good time to spend 10 seconds.
Yeah.
No, 2 point is easy. Okay, you can hear me.
You still leave the double shots anyway by lifting the 6 point, so I think I would take 2 checkers off also. And there are some freak backgammons. I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure.
Here you have like 6-4 and 5-4 leaving double shot.
For the record,
you have 4-3 also.
I heard somebody told me that 75% of all the shots in a barrel come from the 6 point. So by clearing, you step down to the next level,
25.
to the 25%, which is more comfortable.
I would have taken off. Two off for sure, Martin writes.
Yeah, we're guessing. I love that you're guessing with us. Backgammon is more or less about educated guessing. Now the gammon goes for sure, and there might be some shots. 4 numbers leave a shot. That's not one of them.
Yeah, you might trick him to stay. He kind of wants to stay, right? But he doesn't want to lose that freak backgammon.
Now,
I think you actually need to leave.
21 shots. That's one of them. A deuce would be interesting. Okay. So now we have most likely a gammon. It depends on the last roll. I'm actually hoping for the non-gammon so we can have the free take pass situation. Okay. Or free drop. So now what? 12, 10. Now it's going to be interesting to see.
No, you wanted this. You wanted 12-10.
Yeah, I want both.
Oh, this is more fun.
Yeah, but
if he waits cubing. Well, he left now, Jan. So maybe
he's not going to cube for the next 30 seconds for sure.
I think he probably needs some water because Elias stays at the table. So if he went to pee, then I can tell you guys out there that there's a long way to the toilet. So he probably didn't go that far.
It's actually almost impossible to pee in a break.
Yeah, you need at least 5 minutes.
Let's talk about peeing. Okay, this is leaving too. I don't know what's going on. It's like they're having a break without having one. But when one guy leaves the board, there's no reason for you to stay. You need the blood to circulate and move around. Again, so, the health issue.
Now that Elias has he has 2 minutes left. It's not like critical in any sense. But would you, if you were the opponent, would you wait cubing?
I would wait for sure.
Yeah, I would also wait. Just trying to, of course not outsmart yourself, but at least try to trick.
Yeah, I've never outsmarted anybody, but I've been outsmarted a couple of times that way.
I've done it a few times. You
feel like stupid.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. It feels good.
Yeah.
When it works.
So the idea is to look for the one sequence that makes the position too good to double, or at least a pass. And you don't want that sequence to be possible, like double 5 and a 2-point board fan. So whatever you see of threat, you need to swing the cube, but don't do it right away. And in particular, not against a guy with 2 minutes. Make it a little difficult for him.
Why not cube for chance? First chance.
Okay.
You wanna try to trick the opponent. So you might get a pass out of somebody, and then you save. You only have to win one game after that.
I think we need the technical explanation here. If you cube and the guy passes, then it's 12-11, and you're only one game away.
Yeah.
And if you cube and take, then it's 12-10, and you're still just one more game away. So the risk for the taker, for the leader with 12 points is, you got to see a gammon coming to pass it. You can actually take hopeless situation, hopeless races.
You can take, if there's no gammon in, I think the take point is actually 3%.
I heard there was less.
Yeah. But if there's gammon in it, I believe that you
the gammon
have to add the gammon onto
Yeah.
the win. So if you lose 20% gammon, the take point would probably be like 23%. Maybe Chris Bray knows that. He knows a lot, I think, about these type of situations. So maybe you can add something onto that, Chris.
So Martin, to the answer to your question is that by waiting, you give the opponent, the leader, a tough call. He can pass to 12-11, and then he's one game away. He gets into double match point, or he can take, and if he loses, he still gets into double match point. So he needs to be afraid of the gammons. So we are looking for a white should wait cubing, and when there's a threat that could be gammonish, he should swing the cube. If he waits one more roll and gives black a tough call with maybe a gammonish position, that would be brilliant with that time consuming. 2 minutes at the moment, only 2 minutes left.
Terry is asking how much does this trick cost? It doesn't really cost anything, because it only costs if you're actually getting into a too good position where it's clearly a pass. And that's of course something you need to be aware of when you're trying to do it. And Martin, you're asking about you're asking if you would. You were saying that Elias would never pass a 3-1 opening. No, he would never do that. It has to be a more developed position than 3-1. I mean, it's normally something you would, wait doing until you are a bit further into the game.
I think it's the score. 3 away, 1 away. But at the moment, there are no gammon threats, so we won't see a cube for quite a while, for sure. Okay.
I think you have to slot here.
I would slot the 7. You don't mind getting hit. You hope for a non-hit, but you don't mind.
Yeah, and you don't want to step out and just get run over, right? I mean...
Yeah, Terry brings an interesting question, which is like a PR question. Do you actually gain since you have cube decision all the way? Yes, actually your PR will, every time you don't cube, your PR will fall. But that's like a technical thing. Okay, black could split with the ace.
It's used quite commonly in the Danish XG Masters tournament.
Yeah,
I can tell people knows those small tricks, what to do to get the PR down. So it's kind of it's a bit of an illusion that maybe sometimes your PR is very low if you had the opportunity to do these tricks, maybe even a few consecutive games. So
now we have, in theory, a situation that could be with market losers, double 6 and a fan, for instance.
Yeah.
So this could be, in theory, a cube. But it doesn't hurt to wait. 4-3, now we have no cube for a long, long time. He will never leave that point unless he hits something or roll the set. 6-4, prepare to make the board.
Yeah.
7 is easy. 4 is...
I think I would just slot the 3 point. That's the point you want.
Yeah,
I don't think you want to leave the anchor here.
This is the wrong idea.
But what if you get double hit?
What is this? This is crazy. Okay, he's looking for the contact. I don't get it.
I don't get that either. It looks a bit. I think you need to keep your anchor, and then move forward on your own side. That's why you want to win the battle.
Okay, he's going for the.
Yeah, he's not going to cube now.
No, he's not going to cube. There's no gammon in this position.
But now he's under pressure, because of that move. I didn't like that.
So you can make the 2 point. You can make the ace. I would make the 2 point.
Yeah.
Wins most games. So now 3, 6, and 4, 7 and 10. 6, 1.
You can also.
Yeah, I would lift it. Pick and pass.
Yeah.
It's a builder for the ace. You don't need the 5 point.
Yeah, he's maybe considering making the ace.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Oh, I love it. Very good move. Now he can kill over the throat. 4-3. And
it looks like Jan, he got punished a lot for splitting those back checkers. I don't think that was the right idea.
Okay, Thomas. Thank you for the theory. We get it. 5s, okay.
So it looks like you will cruise.
So the 6-4 was the last blunder of the match, most likely.
So here, Elias, he could consider lifting his 6 point. If there will be an option to do that.
Like with 3-2 now?
Yeah, like 3-2 now or something.
4-3 or something like that. Double two for sure. He will do that for sure.
Yeah.
Only because the checkers cannot be there. There's not room enough for them.
Yeah.
So he's okay. It looks like he's wrapping up.
And then 4 up on the 4 point?
All of them. Get them up. You want white to enter.
This is going to be really hard to win.
There's always 1%. You know that. Always 1.
Always, yeah. And that is the 1%.
4. So it's something with a set and another set and a hit. And it starts with the fan. Okay. Very bad entry. Jakobowitz is getting ready for the fighters bracket. 4-2. No. 0 point something. Any entrance from white would give a handshake. And in that case, thank you for listening. If you fans here, wait a moment. Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
4 numbers. 1%.
4 numbers. It's always happening. I don't know what's going on. A 3, of course. Of course there'll be a 3. Of course.
3. Wow.
I told you. Oh my God.
That was the 1%.
I would love to be inside Elias' head right now without. It sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Oh, you feel like you're being backgammon raped at this moment. Oh, what to do here? Just what? We are still at work. Good. I was on my way to lunch. 6-2. Should you block the big ones? I think you can block by making the 20, but it's too much.
You can block both 20 and
yeah, 30. But you don't want to block 20
you want
and 13.
To have some flexibility.
Yeah, right? Yeah, hit him. Do something. If he hits you, you get a checker round. If it doesn't, the 3 is the worst.
Ooh, that's a good one.
4, 5-5, and 6-5. Take your time, Jakobowitz.
Yeah,
take your time.
Oh, that was good.
You gotta take your time in this. You have plenty of minutes, and you just got fired and rehired. 1, 8, 12, 11 doesn't hit. Okay, so
slot
the 3 and make the 2.
Yeah,
he will come around to you. Don't come to him. He'll come to you. Natural stuff. 4 is a killer. Boom. 4-3. Okay, 1, 5,
So
and 4, 3.
oh,
5.
oh,
Up on the toes. 3, 5. I can feel it. 1, 5. Okay. Try to create some drama. Double 6 is a.
you need to hit and close.
Oh, you can hit.
That's a good one.
And the last one.
Just play it to 10.
Yeah. Okay, so after the closeout, we have 6, 7, 8 checkers off. So in
50-50. Or...
yeah, in case of a closeout, we have a total 50-50 position. I don't know if any of you knows the rule with 11-8-5.
So now he just has to be careful that he's not, missing the cube. He wants to cube at a point where
there is smart losers.
He can trick a pass out of Elias.
Yeah.
And he
we completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still there.
Cover, you shouldn't wait for an extra checker to pick it up.
I wonder if Jan, he forgot it also because he was mentally out of this match. So maybe he totally forgot it. We will talk. We will see.
So the take point is like 3%. So he can cube at any time within.
I have a feeling we will see a pass.
No, it won't happen.
You don't think so?
No. 1, 2, 3, and to the graveyard. Oh.
Or maybe we will see a miss cube.
I don't think so. They will find the cube, the double and the take for sure. This is going to be so interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen with that.
He was gin after the double one, but nobody's really gin. You know what they say, until the fat lady sings. I don't know if that's a Danish expression only. 5-3.
You need to peel off one, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would do it. I would take one off. I would hate to do the other one and see the 6.
Exactly. So he has 3 off.
He can roll double 6 on the fan and still take 5-2. Shitty roll. You need to what?
That's tough.
You don't want to leave a shot. I don't think so. I think 13 numbers for the shot is too much. I'm so happy he stops and thinks about it.
And you have and it doesn't really gain anything in regards to taking off. It must be the safe play. That's right, because you still have an odd number off.
Martin is asking still no cube. No, the take point is 0% plus a little. So let's say for the fun it's 5% take point. Then you need to look out for combinations that makes it below 5%. And why 5? Why 3? Because the free drop is worth something. Yeah. So he took the checker off. Now he needs to roll a 6.
Now he's thinking about the cube. Okay, so he didn't forget it.
This is actually a cube. I think if he rolls double 6 and a fan, it's a pass. Right?
I like to wait.
I would cube here. But against a player in time trouble, you should wait. 6-3. Okay, it's a no-brainer.
I would wait until I'm down to like a 2 roll or something.
Yeah. So what is this? Stack and straggler?
Yeah, okay, it's coming there.
Yeah, he took.
Easy take.
Okay, he took. Double 3 is not a market loser. So now white needs to avoid 3-2 and 3-1.
Wow, that's a good roll.
3-2 and 3-1. Double 4 is quite a good roll too. So 2 sets, and we go into the double match point. Now it's gin position. What a game! So this is like a miracle. It's amazing, and I don't know what's going on in Elias' head. He's probably so routined or so experienced, so he doesn't think too much about it. But it gets to you. It gets into your soul. It's a tough call. Some players would throw away the cup and take a break and tell everybody in the room about the bad luck and haven't even lost yet. Okay, enough theory about the spirit. We need to go to the double match point. No cube action, just checker play. 5-3. So let's see a 6-4. 5-4. Running pip count. White is up 6. Running pip count is a very good way to keep track of how to play your checkers. Down 1. Don't hit. Don't hit. So white is up 23. So he should play to 10 for sure. And to 7 and have a look. And I would say play to the 4.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, they didn't start the clock, or?
Okay, interesting. Very bad.
They've been punching the clock without starting it.
Yeah, to the 7. You could play to the 4 and 2. Okay, it makes sense. He's up 23 pips. Now he's up 18 pips, and he just wants to escape into a holding game. So 6-5 is a monster joker. Good call.
Good call, Mr.
18-29. So 29 pips, which is like 18-20 favorite at the moment. 29, 23 pips. Yeah, I don't like that, but okay.
I like that.
Okay.
There's no shots anyway.
There could be one on 6-6. There could be one.
Yeah, then you might play 4 down.
Yeah. 23, 31. I can't remember the pip count is around 30. Let's say it's 30 for the sake of the sport. So 20. You got to make points now.
I know you will make points. Maybe slot 3, make
something like that.
Good. Yeah.
20 pips. And you just know that joker is coming. Germans always roll these jokers. I'm just
1,
kidding.
2, and slot.
Slot the 2. So now it's
he's
like
picking up the race.
He's picking up the race. It's maybe 17-18 now. So that's like a 70-30 situation. 2 and 1. That's the wrong 1. You need to make the ace here, so the 6s play well next time.
I think it's 20 pips.
20 pips. Okay, makes sense.
So 15. Maybe
that's okay. You can use the point anyway. They play speed gammon. Use the last minute.
Yeah.
I don't get it. You are playing for the maximum stake and you're speeding. Totally speeding.
11.
We're just waiting for the German set.
Make the point. I think he's up 16.
See. 18 minus 2. 16, yes. So 6 pips now. 6 pips. And
closing in.
Yeah, 6 pips and a fly shot might be coming. And now white is going to bury checkers to the dead point, down to the graveyard. No.
6.
Where's the ace?
It's only 9 pips now.
Yeah. And this is a shitty roll because now black can leave the...
I think I would keep the board and then just play to 3.
Yeah.
Instead of breaking the board. Because if you need to hit, then you rather have, a 4-point.
Yeah, you don't... I don't know. I have no idea, actually.
It, of course, looks more flexible, this one.
It makes sense. Okay, 2-1, so he's not going anywhere. And the set. 6-2. It's going to be even worse next time. 6 is easy, and the 2 should most likely... Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's still up in the race, so I think it's correct.
It's not by a lot.
Run, Forest.
The joker time, 5-3. Okay, you can bury checkers. You can leave an 8-shot. 8-shot usually is wrong. Burying checker usually is worse.
He just needs to spend time on it.
Yeah, you want to get shot or hanged.
You don't have to move it within 12 seconds.
And then 9, leave the house.
I think he's actually maybe a small favorite now, Elias, because Jakobowitz put checkers on the...
I'll play white any day.
I'll play white also. Maybe
a 10. It's going to be a close finish. My God. Can you imagine what Elias is thinking if he loses this one?
Yeah, he did everything right with that Baron, I think.
When you see the match parameter, it's going to be you won, you lost. 4 and 5, bring in the 4. This is one of the games with the set suddenly going to
I was going to say, what's the prediction, brother? You know, you're the master of predicting.
Yeah, but I've been calling the sets for a long time, and it seems like it's not necessary.
Okay, Jan looks a bit better for Jan. Now they are down to the small sets.
This is like a dead even. Dead even, I would say. It's like 50-50. 5-2. We're not counting pips now. We're counting rolls in a minute.
Yeah, checkers.
4 rolls and 4 rolls.
8 against 8.
So it's a 5-roll position. Until somebody...
This is close.
One of them will spoil the party in a second. 6-4 is a huge roll, but it's a 3-roll. 6-4. Oh my God, he's like 80% favorite now. 80. Oh, yeah, it doesn't really matter unless he keeps on rolling the aces. 5-2.
Ooh, 5-3. So there are still bad aces.
So they're looking for aces on both sides. Why not take the drama to the end? Ace number 1? Nope.
Here.
So 11 bad numbers and 25 winners. Oh my God, Elias. Oh, he took like a gentleman, but I could see the head shake.
Yeah, he fell back in the chair. That also sucks to lose it like that.
It's a little like watching football tournaments. There are like 24 teams, and Germany ends up winning.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you for listening. I hope you had fun. I'm sure that Jan Jakobowitz had fun. Sorry about the technique in the beginning, but when we threw away the XG, it all became much more fun. So that's the way to do it. No XG, just words, mistakes, and rules of thumbs. I'm closing down the sound from Mick and Karsten Bredahl and saying thank you for listening and watching. Bye-bye.